On a tree trader, charts lit, wrist tight, inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on a deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators clutter in my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah, that's the plan. Sidebar break, execute it. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund a dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. Pine tree trader, yeah, we build on rules. Price action only, that's the tool. From sin to payout, yeah, we stay clean. Inside the pines, that's the thing.
Yo, what is up? Let's go. What is going on, everyone? What's happening? We got Medine in the house. We got Tris. What's up, JLT? Tony Gold. Zero. What is going on, guys? No Luck Pure Skill in the house. What's happening? How was everyone's day? Trade Sinker. So, yeah, this is my Apex accounts today. Womp womp. Red day. That's perfectly fine, right? Lost about $100 on all the accounts. All 15. Whatever. Hopefully tomorrow's a green day. But we'll take it. We'll take it. But you see this Take Profit Trader Pro account? Look at that bad boy. Up to 8,870. I have not taken a payout on it in a few. So I've gotten this account up to $11,398.50. That's the total profit I've made on this account. And you can see right here, 203 trades, 620 contracts traded. I remember when I very first started trading that, my commissions were always way higher than my total P&L. You guys, are some of you in that spot where your commissions are always a little bit like, you know, if it weren't for my commissions, I'd be profitable. But yeah, $555. So look at the stats here. You know, 62%, nothing outstanding, but nice equity curve right up through. So that's what I've been doing on the old Take Profit Trader Pro account, building it higher. Not sure why I haven't taken a daily payout on it yet, but anything over $4,500 I can take out. I probably should do it, but I'm actually gonna start working on another eval TPT. So, well, that's what we got going on. We got Corey the phone trader in the house. We got Silent Edge Trader, just lurking. Let's go. Appreciate that. JM Hardy, iTrades. We got Lay in the house. Taifu. Holy cow, my biggest day yet today. 17 trades, $11,400. Taifu. Let's go. How was the stream this morning? Couldn't tune in. I was at work. It went pretty well. Yeah, I wasn't able to catch a trade, but I thought it went pretty good. I had one troll in there. It was kind of funny. And you guys know, like, I got nothing to hide. I tell you guys pretty much everything. Someone goes, because I was talking about, you know, the success I'm having this year, you know, where, you know, I'm probably going to cross over 100K in payouts for this year, like pretty soon, you know. And they said, well, if you got so many payouts, how come you're still streaming? And I just said, because I want more money. Why does Elon Musk have 3-4 businesses? Like, I want more money. You know? It's just, I don't know. It was just funny. I was thinking about that today. $250 from Funded TPT. Let's go. How do you handle the trailing drawdown? Hopefully when I get funded. So yeah, as soon as you get over the trailing drawdown, it becomes static, right? But oh, so you need $250 to get it funded. No luck, pure skill. Really just keep trading the way you're trading your eval, but I like to trail my stops. So it depends on the style of trading that you do. But let's just say you ended up hopping in on a mini on this first inside bar, right? So let's just say you hopped in on a mini on the first inside bar. It pushed higher, you know, win 100-something points. I am not going to place a stop at break even with an intraday trailing account and then to just see what it's going to do. I am going to trail my stop and take, you know, it might not be really tight, but I'm not going to let it come back against me that much. I'm just going to keep trailing on momentum. So that's how I usually handle the intraday trailing. Good so far. Some accounts are red, some are green, but overall good day. Yeah, same with me. Yeah, so most of my accounts are well, actually, I count my trade of Apex accounts as one because I copy trade them all. So one set of accounts there over there is red. Take Profit Trader is green. I'm still working on a My Funded Futures eval. I'm working on a Lucid eval. I'm working on I'm gonna be working on another Take Profit Trader eval here. So I had enough credit points to reset an account. So it was just credit points to reset an account, and I reset a Take Profit Trader 150K eval. So I had 5,000 points sitting up there. So I said, let's do it. Brianna, thank you so much. Yeah, walking away red, right? That was the key today. I mean, it sucks walking away red. Thank you, JM Hardy. Pull the money out? Yeah, I know. Probably a good idea to pull the money out. What's up, Bella? Stevie J in the house. Been there, yeah. I have a question for you guys before the market opens. It's like, I was thinking about this today. Like, what really puts you on tilt? You know, like what's the thing that triggers you? This is something I'm gonna ask tomorrow when I'm on stream in the morning. Because I know what my answer is. It's 9 times out of 10, this is what puts me on tilt. And it's being green on the day. And let's just say I'm up $1,000 and I keep trading, especially with a Take Profit Trader account. Like say I'm on my Take Profit Trader Pro account and I keep trading that account and I'm up $1,000, and then I come back in the afternoon and I trade and it starts to turn red. Like maybe not red, like all the way red, but let's just say the account is down to like $300 on the day. I always keep trying to trade it back into trying to get back to that $1,000, you know? That always sends me tilty. And then I end up, you know, trading it until I either get back to 1,000 and if it starts to slip red, then look out. You know, then I'm like over trading and I'm like, you know, so that's one of the things that crushes me. Design Knob, Ms. K, Hidden Bull, Bitcoin wicked low and a massive short open. I missed it. I haven't watched Bitcoin at all, but I know it's been in the news. Thank you, Rufio. Ado Kato, what's up? No luck, pure skill. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you just can't let that intraday come back and get you. So trailing a stop is a good idea, but it all kinds of depends on your trading style. If you're a scalper and you're just looking for 5, 10, 15 points anyway, trailing your stop, not necessarily necessary, but not necessarily necessary. I don't know if that's correct, but yeah, so but if you try to hit big point moves, then you gotta trail that stop. Can't let it go 100 points on a mini and then be up 2,000 and come back to your break even, because then bye. How do you move? How do you move your charts around without going back to auto? Yeah, it's I know what you're talking about. Where is it? Right here. Under settings, right here, chart settings. I think it's the auto fit chart. Try that. Click that off, and then you should be able to do that. Yeah, that drives me nuts too. What indicators the purple yellow bars? So the indicators is LDT, inside outside bars. That's the yellow and pink. The purple candles are Ed of the Woods Harami. And you can just find those right in the community indicators. Just want to say that Billnox Credit gave me a payout while waiting for the transfer to live. By their rules, they don't have to give you a payout. Let's go, JM Hardy. Yeah, congratulations on being moved to live with Billnox. That's a big deal. Like I said, I've only known like 4 people to go live with Billnox, so that's pretty awesome. I was pretty close. I think a couple months ago, I was on my 4th payout with I think 2 accounts. And so I was doing pretty well with them. And then they ended up getting rid of Project X, and I stopped trading with them. So as soon as Dulanox, ends up getting something like Trade C or Trade Evade or something like that, I'm going to be back trading with them as well. Nice, JM Hardy. I got on tilt when I'm you go on tilt when you're negative. Yeah, I do too. But yeah, it's always that high watermark that I'm chasing. Miss K says, smash that like button. I appreciate the support, guys. Smash the like button. Market's going to open up in just 3 minutes. We get caught up in the chat before the market opens up. Wick out the plays. Oh, when you get wicked out and then it goes in your direction, that kind of sends you tilt. Yeah. Yep, the FOMO. Yeah, there was probably a lot of FOMO today, right? A lot of FOMO. That big push up. Jake Sunrise Peter, what's going on? How you doing? I'm doing very well. Real Robot, chasing the dragon, chasing the dragon, and Baccarat. Let's go, Cajun. Yeah, that's you too. I see a move and don't take it. It runs like crazy, like ADM MNQ move this morning. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so while I was on stream this morning, I didn't take the trade because I didn't, I wanted to push the button long, but see, this inside bar right here was it was 5 minutes before the news. So we had that news that broke at 10 a.m. and this was the 5-minute inside bar just before. It played out perfectly well, but as you guys know, I stream on My Funded Futures at 10 a.m. and I didn't want to hop in and then be on stream and then be trading a news event during my stream, especially for a prop firm. It's just not really responsible. But it's perfectly okay if it's part of your strategy and as long as you're using proper risk. It's just, I don't know, I just felt a little funny about it, to be perfectly honest with you guys. So I didn't actually take it. I actually made most of my money in Take Profit Trader last night after stream. Who else we got in here? We got Nick Trader. Oh yeah, I already read that. Hidden Bull. Bites back me every time. It's better to just write it off and forget about it. Yeah. Boy, I'm having wicked deja vu right now. I don't know why. I feel like maybe because I feel like because I do this every single night, and I don't know, maybe I've asked this question before. I don't know. Definitely giving back profits. Yep. Hey JLB, what's going on? I hate being Ron Rufio. Yeah, so there's a nice thing that I tried to tell myself is that it's okay. It's when we're trading, it's okay to it's not about being wrong or right. It's just about taking money out of the market. And to me, that kind of clicks. But I don't really care if I'm wrong or right, as long as I'm taking the money, grabbing the money. Market's open, guys. A little gap up. Little gap up. Tiny gap. Good luck. Let's see. Who else is in the chat? Stevie J, I sent you on tilt too. Take a drink of water and breathe for 30 seconds. Sounds stupid, but yeah. So there's some people. What's up, Wild Boar? Oh, you guys are fired up tonight. I'm way behind in the chat. Ethan Phoenix. You just got a nice payout. Nice, Phoenix. Congratulations. One time I was up $6 red and then trying to win it back. Just $6 turned into $1,500 red. Yeah. Guys, I did it the other day on stream. I mean, I needed, what, $8 or something? I ended up being down like $200, $300. And that kind of spiraled out of control. Dave Mack in the house, trading on tilt. Pawn. Little Wang Jan. Lost Penny in the house. High probability we'll have a push up. Let's go. Investors, what's going on? Silent Edge Traders. When you trade goes green and you take a partial and the rest goes red. Spreads up on the Nas, yeah. Let's take a look here. Nas pushing up here, 25,150. Filled the gap, came back down and filled the little gap. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. Rufio. Made the right choice when not taking it as the news. Yeah, sure. Right, 100%. And like I said, you know, you look at that inside bar and you go, man, I wish I would have took it. Well, yeah, because it won, right? You know, but yeah, it was the right choice. 7 in the house. Johnny C. Benny. How was last night with the new time frame? So, not that great. We went 5 for 5 on the inside bars, but the outside bars paid very well. So the outside bars went 4 out of 5. The inside bars only went 1 for or 50%, which is, you know, I was kind of thinking about it. Like, it's not horrible. I mean, it's not a profitable strategy if you take every one. But let's hypothetically, right? Like, hypothetically, let's just say you take one off the 2-minute bar, right? So you take one trade off an inside bar. It's a 50-50 strat. You nail your base hit and then be done, right? You nail your base hit and you're just done for the day. So it's not a horrible entry, but not something that I'm going to throw into my arsenal. The outside bar, though, kind of interesting, especially during Globex last night. So I'm actually might try it again. Trying the Globex 2-minute scalp. Order sitting at 25,188. Lobber Dauber in the house. Johnny C. 7. Miss K. Smash the like button. Thank you, Miss K. Appreciate that. Honest take. Green for me. Almost to a worthy payout amount. Oh, let's go. Nice. Let's go. Let's see. 2-minute inside bar, but like I said, I'm not taking it. I could mark it though, but I don't think it worked too well. It works too well. Kind of a 50-50 if you go for 1-to-1. Probably could be worked around, like if you took a maybe a negative R&R trade where you're looking for something like an 80-90% win rate. But Spaces in the house. Chris, what's up, Chris? It's Mo, bro. I got 2 payouts across Buellanox 3 accounts, but lost them after that. Very common. The post-payout degeneracy. So if you're an influencer or a simfluencer, we call it, there's a thing called the post degeneracy. So when you make an X post, something like this, you know, so you make the old X post and you go, you know, I made this money and da 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 da, and then after you trade the account and then end up blowing it, right? I call it the post degeneracy, because after you make the post, it's, you know, you end up blowing the account. So I try to stop doing that, because I've actually done that, and I've told you guys, like I'll be like, well, you know, I'll make a short video or something, be like, yeah, well, I made I had a nice daily payout with Take Profit Trader, and I made money on my Apex accounts, and all's good. I'll make a short video and stuff, post it, and people go, yeah, yay, Pine Tree, you're the GOAT, you know, all that crap. And then I keep trading the Take Profit Trader accounts, and then end up blowing the accounts, and then they come on stream that night and go, yeah, guys, I ended up blowing my Take Profit Trader account. It's so embarrassing. Keegan Murphy, City Vibes, Dusty. gonna get caught up in the chat here. Design in the house, Mr. CL inside bar. Cove needed 18 cents from payout and then blew the entire. I think I remember that. Yeah. Moto Timo, what's going on? Blew a pro count, just needed 45 to pay. Oof. Power pack tube. I've done the same thing on a pro account power pack. Before I even gotten a payout with Take Profit Trader, it took me so many tries to get up over there. And I ended up getting over the buffer, and I was over the buffer by like $50, but for some reason I thought I needed to make more money, and I ended up blowing the account. It was so heartbreaking. I ended up blowing the account because I thought I needed more money, and in hindsight, I just wanted to take that $50 because I had never gotten a Take Profit Trader payout. So I've been there. I've also had one of my biggest losses from a prop account was a Top Step account where I had the account up to 9,500 or something like that, and I wanted $10,000. So I wanted $10,000, and this was an XFA, and I ended up blowing the account and never got a payout because I wanted to hit that 10,000. Trying to go for those numbers, when you're trading it's hard. Don't forget to CL inside buy. Yes, right. Design. It's gonna trade those inside buys. I always have a lot of tabs open. Me too. Especially when I start streaming, all of a sudden it's like I have like let's see, 1, 2, 3 tabs open plus the Streamlabs, and then the next thing you know, it's like I'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then time I'm done streaming, there's like 15 tabs. Hey, John Mercedes, thank you so much for stopping in at the park with the kids. Let's go. Nothing better than that, really, though, right? Spending time outside with the fam. How did my day go after My Final Features TV? So I took a red day. I took a small red day on Apex. But overall, I made another chunk of change on my Take Profit Trader Pro account. I think I made $800, $900 today on the Pro account. So added to that, so almost up to around $12,000 in the last week, maybe a week and a half or so on that. I've taken one payout. But yeah, small red day. Here's my red day, about $100. 76 on that one. That was the lead account. I don't know why it shows 76. A little slippage there, but yeah, just a red day, small red day. One trade, guys. One trade. That's all I took. One trade. It was a loser. How do you get rid of the grid lines on the background? You just go to chart settings right here and just hit grid. Only goes up, never forget. Yeah, markets push it up here. 25,172. Keeping an eye out. I'm gonna watch the 2-minute for an experiment. Look, like this inside bar paying pretty well, right? Tonight, but didn't work. Like I said, it was 50-50 last night. Suicide, yeah, just stars. Pump up the likes, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Coach Fred in the house. What's up, Coach Fred? Recently canceled a past eval by mistake in the dashboard. No limits to the mistakes you can make. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, try reaching out to support. You might have some luck. Alpine's helped you stop over trading, calm, cool, stick to your plan. Yeah, 100%. So Alpine Trader, he's probably listening. I'm a fan. I know for a fact that he trades the way he trades for the stream. He is one of the kings of taking that one trade. So taking his opening, he calls it the ORB, but it's basically like the opening, the New York Open. Whatever he does, scalp. He takes in like a New York Open scalp, and he was the king of just like taking that, making that $400 and then being done. And it showed. Next thing you know, he's at $200, $300,000 worth of payouts. And yeah, he was a big inspiration in me taking that base hit as well. Back in the day, getting my very first payout was essentially doing that. Not that strategy, but just taking that one trade and being done. And you just do that over and over and over again, and next thing you know, you're at payout. Now, some people have different systems where they can scalp all day. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, you can still make money that way. There's definitely more than one ways to get to a payout, but yeah, definitely. What's the inside bar play? So there's a systematic trade that I take pretty much every single morning, is where I look for the very first inside bar. So on the 5-minute chart, and this is the very first inside bar right today. And I look for a long, like today it would have triggered a long, right? Because it broke to the upside. So as soon as it breaks that candle, I go long. If it broke to the downside, I would have went short, but then the stop always goes just below it. And then I usually look for like 20-30 points for a scalp. Sometimes I'll look for more depending on what I'm trading. If I'm trading an eval that I need to get 50%, or maybe a pass in one day, something like that, then I'll hold it and trade it aggressively with a few minis or something. But for the most part, I just look for like 20-30 points and I'm done, or maybe a 1-to-1. So if you're risking 200, I'll try to make 200, something like that. I have a video on it. It's called the ORB Killer. It's in my videos if you want to check it out. But pretty much I just trade inside bars. So I trade inside bars, outside bars, harami candles all day long. We got a CL inside bar here. Do we take it based off design knobs? If it loses, we blame design knob. Money Pain trades in the house. That's for a living. What's going on? Silver inside bar currently printing. So yeah, silver inside bars have been printing really well. That's something that I haven't been looking at. I can't trade everything, it's tough. But yeah, the inside bars have been paying. So do we take a break at the inside bar on CL? They've been working pretty well. I don't really have a bracket set up for them, I don't think. Let me check. No. Probably just trade a mini off it. Something like that. Let's go long. I'll place a stop below them. I had to take a big hit today, 350 on 3 accounts, but it was probably a trade I should have taken. I was already not trading well. Pencils down, sit on. Hey, that's awesome that you walked away. That's the hardest thing to do, is walk away on a red day. It really is. If you're red, like how many of you can say that you can just walk away when you're red? I'm sure there's some of you, but the majority, I can tell you that you don't, because I know the statistics. I know the statistics of these firms and also brokers. So It's not very good. It's tough. Never walk away. That's right. Well, it's kind of like ingrained in us, right? And a lot of us have a lot of similarities. A lot of us are very competitive. You can see it in the influencer space, right? You can see it, the influencers, the people on X. We're all pretty competitive, right? That's why you see everyone fighting all the time on X. Everyone's competing against each other, but I think it's ridiculous. Myself, I actually support everyone that I can. I mean, there's definitely people I don't like, but everyone's competitive, and so many of us were former athletes. Like, I'm curious, like, how many people in the chat were athletes? Like, did you guys play sports? Like, there's so many people that played sports, are traders, and you want to win, right? You want to win, and sometimes you got to walk away. You got to walk away. You got to be a good loser, right? The best loser wins. You got to walk away red. That's the only way to find consistency. It really is. Corey 2S, today is Corey's birthday. Let's go. Guys, smash the confetti for Corey's birthday. Happy birthday. College golf, basketball, Cato. Yeah, you played sports. Former Taco Bell athlete. Hey. Those Crunchwrap Supremes, man. I could put those down real hard. Especially when I got the munchies. You're on the floor in the 90s. Let's go Zest for a living. We have some other people Zest for a living that's been on the floor. Some of my longtime followers, John Walk, and I think there's a few others. I can't think of them offhand, but we have some former floor traders that hang out. Appreciate you stopping in. Played hockey, yeah, and boxer, nice. Yeah, so I played basketball, lacrosse, and soccer, so I know, like, I was, big into sports. Couch surfing to sign up, yeah. Keegan Murphy in the house. All right, Design. I'm waiting on this trade here. CL is not moving. We can wait to see if we get triggered in here. Corey, thanks for the donation. You don't have to do that. It's your birthday. Look at the inside bars paying tonight. I'm going to mark these down, guys. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to mark these down. We're going to keep a running tally. Some nights are not going to be your night. I don't remember where I started marking this stuff, though. Oh, here we go. So 2 winners right there. Gold might push now. So I have an order sitting in here on CL for a long. It broke this inside bar, but I usually like to take the inside bar. If we have 2 in a row, I like to take the first one. For no particular reason. I just feel like it works out a little bit better just from observation. But thank you so much for the tip, though. $1.49. That's almost enough for extra guac on the old Chipotle. Guys, so I've been dieting a little bit. I've been, watching what I eat, just eating a lot of lean protein. And today, man, I have the cravings big time. I don't know what it is. Just having the cravings. Like, I want to, go to Dairy Queen and just chow down on a Blizzard. I don't know. I'm just having those cravings. All right, this is on a 150K eval here. We'll put in place a stop right here. This is another experiment right here. Risking 260, not too bad. I do like the fact that you can trade minis reasonably on CL and not get crushed. So that's not too bad. And what we'll look for is, we'll probably look for a 1-to-1 minimum, maybe. Or maybe if it breaks the high, if it wants to push up through that high, then we'll trail the stop. But long CL. And we'll go back to Nasdaq here just to see what Nasdaq's up to. Nasdaq looking like it wants to take back down. Do we put in a... I might short Nasdaq. If we can get back up and... Yeah, I'm going to short Nasdaq here. And I'm going to look for the low. Look for the 5-minute ORB to be broke to the downside. So long CL, short Nasdaq on a 150K eval. Take profit trader. CL taking some heat. Just a little bit of heat. So I'm short Nasdaq based on the statistic that 84% of the time that this bar gets broken to the both sides. Timing is always the tricky part, right? So far we're holding that low, but just 2 micros. Oh, nice, helpful. The sweet sound from order filled. Isn't that nice? Helpful that you have essentially a bot or whatever to be able to trade. Oh, Callie, St. Louis fan. Thank you for becoming a member. I just noticed that. Thank you so much. CL was a turd today. Uh-oh. Now you tell me design. It's just an inside bar can be an entry. Yep. Yeah, that's what I do for the most part. I just look for those breaks. Shadow. Yep. Maybe I'm pregnant, Greg. Yeah. Double cheeseburger. That sounds good. Have I tried fasting? Yeah. I have to fast this weekend. This Monday I will, or Sunday night and Monday morning I will not be streaming. So I have to fast on Sunday. Just going for 20 points. Nice. Your girlfriend saw you drawing trend lines on the chart and said I might be autistic. She asked if I hear voices. That's funny. Hey, Blackout News. What's going on? NQ sucks. Yeah. It does. It all sucks sometimes. CL not moving. I'm having regrets. Getting in this trade. This is what I want it to look like. Right here. So see these inside bars right here? This is what I want this trade to look like. But it's not so much looking like that, is it? Kinda. Kinda. What coin is this? This is futures. The Nasdaq futures and crude oil. So this is crude oil futures and Nasdaq futures. That's funny. I know you weren't making a joke, but not a coin. $10-minute chart on NQ, big head and shoulders with lower neckline. Thank you, Pawn. Have you tried trading stocks on Coinbase? I just got notified that my account is enabled 24/5. No, I've never done that. Nope. I don't know. I've never had a Coinbase account. What's the stat at? 77% or so on the CL? I have no idea. Or are you talking about the first inside bar of the New York session, Fred? Snake diet. What are we all gonna do if you aren't streaming? Oh, there'll be. I'm sure there'll be. So anytime I announce I'm taking time off, all the sharks come out, so there'll be plenty of people to watch. Pine with the good vibe music. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what I try to go for. Something a little upbeat. I don't really want to play jazz or something, and you know, something that puts me to sleep. I want, because I'm listening to it too. I have it running through my speaker, which is a weird thing. When I stream on My Funded Futures TV, I don't play any music. I gotta fix that, because when there's nothing in the background and you're talking, so essentially you're talking to yourself, right? I'm talking to you guys, but it's like there's no one to look at. It's a weird thing when you first start streaming. It's a weird dynamic. It's like you're talking to the screen, you know, and there's no one talking back. And so I like to have a little background noise. Some people don't like to have anything, but I don't really like a lot of noise in the headphones, you know. If I put on the Bluetooth headphones, it's too much for me. So far, CL taking a little hit, but that's all right. Our stop is down here at 75.84. Nasdaq right at our entry here. So I am just, this is a little discretionary. I'm looking for, oh, I think maybe Coach Fred was asking about this ORB. It's actually 84% that this bar gets breached to both sides. Yeah. Now he's rewinding and trying to listen, but but yeah, it's like 84% according to stats on Edgeful that Terry Trades sent me. So now, does it, you know, it might not happen right now, and it might not happen at all, but it also could happen at, say, 1:30 in the morning too, you know. It could push way up here and then get the big caboose and come way down here and then break that 140.50, you know. But this was a pretty strong rejection, pretty strong bear candle, but we did sweep that low and then push right back up. Let's take a look at NQ real quick. I want to make sure it didn't. Yeah, okay, we're good there. All right, CL pushing back up. Market's a little lame tonight, not gonna lie, so far. Let's take a look at gold. What's gold and silver doing? So gold is pushing up. Ooh, very choppy on the 5-minute gold. Let's take a look at silver here. The old micro silver. Ooh. I said ooh a lot. Man, choppy. Look at these inside bars. Just gross. Sideways action right on the VWAP. NQ putting in an inside bar, which just kind of sucks. I'm actually going to close this trade. Closing this trade. Yep, lost $7. I'm going to wait for this inside bar to be broken here. God, I don't like the upside though. I really don't. Not after this bearish kind of a pin bar. But if we get it a little break below that inside bar here, I might actually add into it a little aggressive. Something like that. And go for a little aggressive scalp maybe. Be honest with you, this market is really lame. Really lame. 3 consecutive inside bars. Yeah, you do a great job on the stream, bro. I find it entertaining to hang out. Thank you, Hidden Bull. Appreciate that. The current 30-minute candle on NQ is an upside breakout from an inside candle. It worked yesterday until some fundamental news. Yeah, it came out. Yeah, Greg Acer. Yeah, I remember talking about that. So, you know, an inside bar long, scalping up to 168, 166, something like that might work. I don't know. I still like the short, but let's see if we break this inside bar though. If it breaks to the upside, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to take the long. I'm just going to use my own discretion on that. And it's 100% based off my bias on this candle. That first ORB candle. All right, we're triggered in short. Yeah, all right, we're triggered in short. Now we're going to look for the low of day. Stop's going to go up. Come on, get down there. Push it. It's only 8 points. Come on, Nasdaq. You do that in your sleep. Poco traders, welcome home. 0 prints on the short. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been paying much attention to that, huh? There probably is. Let me take a look at Nasdaq. I always say Nasdaq. NQ. Yeah, there is. Down in here. 141.75, 140.50. Little group there. You see the 0 prints. So that's a good sign. I like that. Just don't want to get stopped out before it goes. Tradeovate is such bad UI. What's UI? I don't even know what UI is. I'm a boomer. UI? User interface? Oh. I don't know. I've been using Tradeovate since 2021, so I do like Project X too, but boy, no one liked it, Jed when Project X was having all its outages. And then everyone was in the chat going, you know, screw Project X, it sucks, you know. But, you know, they do use the TradingView charts, so people like the TradingView charts. I don't need much. All I need, really, guys, is I just need the DOM. Just give me the DOM with the buttons. I don't even need the charts. The charts is just for show. The charts is just for show. Lame oil's up only 10% this week. Yeah. Hey, RX, what's up? Smash the like button. Guys, I'm trying to work on getting some accounts to give away to you guys, but man, they're getting kind of stingy with it, and I don't know what it is. I'm not getting the love. I'm trying to get some Lucid accounts. I've emailed them, and they haven't responded. So hopefully someone will see my email. Too many people passing, maybe. Today was my first day on TradeC, copy trading, and worked very well. Nice, Indian Burn. Yeah, so a lot of people have been liking TradeC as well. I haven't been using them. I'm on the wrong DOM here. There we go. We're also long CL. Design knob said take the inside bar long, so that's what I'm doing. And no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's right sitting at the entry basically. You'll CL. Gonna look for a profit of 76.35, which is essentially just 1-to-1. If we can get a break to the upside, it's not really trying. It's just going flat. And looks like we might get stopped out on Nasdaq. So that candle came out of nowhere. Not stopped out yet. Almost though. Jeez, that trade was looking really good, wasn't it? I thought that felt good. It felt like that was gonna go. Still might get lucky, but back above the VWAP now. What's gold doing? Gold breaking an inside bar to the downside, but man, it is flat on the VWAP. I hope volatility starts to pick up here in 25 minutes. That'll be nice. Because everything, CL, gold, silver, Nasdaq, YM, everything's sitting on the volume weighted average price and not really moving. Take a look at the 2-minute chart. Look at that chop sideways. Last night we had good volatility back and forth. Tonight, not so much. Let's go back to the chart here. Got a little lucky on the stop out. Nice rejection there on the base of that gap up there. Blackout news. You crack me up, man. I mean, I hope you're doing all right. I'm not trying to make fun of you, but yeah, you cracked me up. I saw you in 0 Day Jay's chat today, and yeah, I go, oh, this is blackout. You were like, F Nasdaq, F this. It was funny, but I'm not trying to make fun of you. It's comical to me, your reaction. Buffalo Soldier in the Heart of America. Yeah. Little Bob Marley. Bill said Project X and get rid of it. And now he's trading things that is absolutely terrible. Feels like I'm trading 1980s. Oh, really, Seven? They actually have another option besides Rhythmic? I keep hearing about TradeSeat. What makes it so great? I don't really know. I haven't really looked at it that much. I saw someone trading on it. It kind of looks like Project X, but man, the way the market's been moving in a decent spot on a short, only to against you and then go in your direction. Yeah, I know it looks like, this nice inside bar. I mean, we're still in it. But that reaction off that 145, it's trying to push back up. It's just chopping this VWAP. CL just below the entry here. Here's what I don't like about the CL trade, actually. I'm looking at this. Equal lows on those. Or is that an equal? Well, it is an equal low, but you had that candle just before it, but hopefully that doesn't want to get run. That's right where our stop is. That'll be the good entry, right? Place an entry right there so it comes down in and runs that and then take a long higher. Back to Nasdaq. If I were to get stopped out here, I think it's certainly feeling like it. Short 20 micros when you said the bar came out of nowhere. So lucky. Nice. Trade bait should do nothing at this point except fixed bracket for groups. Oh, I know. That would be awesome. But I've been asking for that for, man, I think since 2022. I was like, this is ridiculous. Stopped out on Nasdaq. So, I don't know. No trade for me. Looks like we're trying to fill this gap. So I'm just going to sit on my hands for a minute and wait for this market to bust out. Wait for it to bust out of this opening range candle, I think. We'll wait and see now. So I'm going to mark down, let's see, one loser on another loser on the old inside bar, and then another winner. On the 2-minute chart, which if you guys are new to the channel, I don't really trade off the 2-minute. This is an experiment. This is a active forward testing that I'm doing. Tim Korth in the house. I've been liking the wealth charts. Yeah, some people like it, some people hate it. It's, you know, I've never used it, but I see some people trading on it in YouTube, on YouTube. Trade C is like a combination of Project X and Trading View. Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to give it a shot, maybe. Market's so hard to trade. Yeah, I agree. Right now, it's... I mean, I tried off that inside bar, looking for that short down below that. It right now just wants to hold, I guess. Gonna fill this gap. Let's take a look at gold and silver. Sideways. Sideways. Oh, nice. You've been recording your stuff, Indian Burn. That's good. Always a good idea. Woo! We are ripping now to the upside. Yeah, CL, yeah. Wow, we just made a new high. Nasdaq. What the? It's the plunge protection team. I was only looking for 8 points. Come on, why couldn't you just give it to me? All right, we are pushing higher, though. We are broken out of this outside bar, though. I mean, this first 5-minute opening range candle. So maybe we get something. Some better movement. Dude, I love Volatility because of the Project X. Now I can't do it because... Yeah, I know. I did 2.7. I mean, that's when I got all my payouts with Volatility, was when they had Project X. It's an unfortunate thing. I hope they get Trade Evade or something, but we never know what's happening with Volatility. No one knows. They don't have a social media presence. They don't do anything. It's the weirdest thing. All I know is that their customer service is great, and when you request a payout, you get paid. Like, that's all I know. It's the oddest thing. They don't really care about affiliates. They don't give two shits about us. They don't even know who we are. I've asked Bulanox for accounts to give away, and they said, yeah, if you pay for them. Like, they don't even... It's so strange. Nail fiber splice in the house. Which earning call is doing this? That's a good point. Maybe it is an earning call. There was some earnings tonight. Sherry in the house. I love Trade C. Entries and exits so fast and smooth. Let's go. I like to hear this. This is good. We need another platform that's, you know, anytime these platforms, they get competition, it's good. You know, it's good. It's going to make Trade Evade become better, maybe, or you know, I want to see people have options. You know, that's the thing with trading with Lucid or Apex things, you know, you have options to trade. So yeah, I mean, you have different platforms that you can trade with, unlike that other prop firm where you have one option, you know, one option. You know, you got a lot of people that like trading on Quant Tower. Well, you should be able to trade on Quant Tower. We are pushing higher. Wow, I did not see this. But we'll play what we see, right? CL still underwater. If you guys want to check on the CL position, just look up here. But right now it's like watching paint dry, so I don't feel like watching it. I'm gonna watch Nasdaq. But yes, CL position still going. Right up in here. Long. Nasdaq squeezing right now, up to 25,190. Gold's moving a bit. Let's take a look at gold. Yeah, gold's starting to take off. Finally broke out of consolidation here. So we have Nasdaq pushing. We have gold pushing up higher. The CL come crashing down. I can't believe CL's not moving. We have another inside bar here. This was a pretty good open. You know, this was a pretty good open. It was pretty good volatility, and then the candles started getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and then now the volume's dead. Let's go to the 2-minute here. So let's see, 1, 2, so 3 out of 4 inside bars on the 2-minute tonight. Not too bad. On the old 2. I've been watching the ES too for scalps. ES is always tricky for me to trade. Is anyone primarily an ES trader in the chat? Just curious. I have never been able to trade ES very good. I've always been very horrible at it. I feel like when I make an ES trade and I win, then I go, yes. Like I feel so accomplished. Nasdaq is just like, yeah, it's part of the game. Nasdaq with the volatility, you could be wrong. If you scalp, you can be wrong about the direction and still have a winning trade, you know. The market could be squeezing higher all day long, and you could take a short and, you know, make $300-400 and then call it a day. And the market still rallies 200-300 points, you know. Mitchell, you only trade ES, 80%, and then some gold. Keegan, you only trade ES? Nice. I'm on CL. I'm on the big dog, Fred. Yeah, I'm risking $250, I think. Nothing crazy. Way too slow for you. Yeah, that's how I feel. If you get used to watching Nasdaq and then you switch to ES, it's like, if I trade ES, it's not actively. I'm not actively trading ES usually. It's like I'll just take the trade and then be done, you know. I take the trade and kind of walk away. I put the brackets on and just let it do its thing. Nasdaq, I'm like hyper focused on it usually. But I have been watching the 2-minute chart on ES, looking for inside bars, things like that. Watching the sessions I like to trade. And they look like they pay pretty well for little scalps. This one's paying pretty well. This one paid pretty well. This one didn't. This one paid well. This one paid well. Back to Nasdaq here. All right, a little Harami candle. Do we try it? Let's try it. Let's get in. 2 micros off the Harami. Targeting the VWAP. and lower. How much am I risking on this? Oh, let's risk a little more. All right, I'm short off the Harami candle. Let's give it another shot on the short side, even though that is a very bullish candle out of nowhere. So, but stops at the high, risking $100, 3 micros. Gonna try to take it down to the VWAP, and then I'm gonna look for a runner to go back down to the low. I'm gonna try it. Don't know if it'll work, because that was a very bullish candle off that break. Default position ES is is long, easier to be underwater. Yeah. Hey, Dynamite in the house. Globex time frame is appreciate the slower moves. Yeah, so the Globex open, I mean, as the more markets open up throughout the night, the better the price action gets, in my opinion. It looks like CL is just not really working. So CL here, breaking off these inside bars, probably designed short off these inside bars. He probably didn't even take this long. He's probably laughing at me, but no, we're long off these inside bars and short off Nasdaq. But yeah, as the market gets going, you know, the better the price action gets sometimes. I felt like last night's price action, as the night was going on, I felt like it was pretty decent, especially for the overnight. And then it usually dies off for some reason right around midnight, just before the London Open. So just before the London Open, it seems to die off sometimes. The market can really go flat. Follow trend, yes, yeah, Dean. Better than getting the bank lit on fire during the New York Open, yeah. Well, one thing I can say is during Globex, if you're trying to get back losses, it can be very tough, right? So if you can't walk away red and you're underwater, it can be kind of tough when the market's not moving. And during New York, you can take one nice trade and make $200-300. You like the 5-minute and 15-minute inside bar plays on ES? Nice, Indian Burn. I'm gonna have to look into that too. You started trading ES and NQ always feels insane to you, Keegan. Yeah, I mean that's definitely the way to go. Is, you know, whatever you don't need. So really, I trade all this stuff for entertainment, right? Like, you only need one. You know, you just pick one, you know, like, oh, I like Nasdaq, you know, fits my trading style. I like ES, it fits my trading style. YM, CL, gold, you know. So yeah, just pick whatever fits your trading style. Like, I'll trade everything, and I'm basically looking for the exact same setups, mainly for the stream. Look at CL taking a dump here. Not looking good. Nasdaq's looking good now. I wish I would have got in like a mini though. Europe trading slow and trendies, that's for a living? Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people make their money just trading the overnight in general. So where they catch a move, catch a trend. I know Nutty Bar makes a lot of money in the overnight. And if he's listening, I want to know that secret sauce strategy, because he keeps it a secret. And I've known about this for over a year. Nutty loves to trade the overnight, and he leaves a swing trade on, an intraday swing, every single night. And I want to know what it is. It's the secret sauce. He doesn't talk about it. Calling you out, Nutty. We want to know the secret sauce. Yeah, he keeps the trade on, keeps it running. And then the next morning he comes and he's got a nice green, he'll have lucid accounts that are nice and green. And you go, what the heck is that? Well, yeah, he held his trade out overnight. He has some sort of setup that he can put on and walk away and go to sleep. I know he does. He's not scalping this stuff. Yeah, I know. He has the secret sauce. You guys go in his chat tomorrow morning and say, Pine Tree says you have the secret overnight sauce. I know he does. You think it's trading on to 4 hours? Dave Mack, it could be. I know it's something higher time frame. Who's the YouTuber? Nutty Bar. Nutty Bar Trading. This is a nice Harami short right here so far. I got in about 2 points shy, but it's working out pretty well. So did my last short. I thought it was working pretty well, but let's see if we can get that push down here. CL is dragging me under though. CL is trying to find a bounce here, but eesh. I don't know. It's back under the VWAP. Hopefully CL can find a footing here. This is probably like my second CL trade in I don't know how long. I don't remember the last time I took a CL trade. Trying to do that last night, missed my limit by 2 points, and then I chased and tilted for like 4 hours. Oh, that's the worst, Keegan. That's the worst when you're up late. I mean, so when I was in that trade day tournament with the other influencers, it was like, man, I was up 2-3 in the morning sometimes trading. Wasn't tilting, but I was like trading aggressively, trying to get ahead. It was no fun. It was fun, but it wasn't that much fun. The goal is to not start the New York trying to recoup Asia losses. Yeah, that's 110% on that, Fred. Dynamite just got your first Lucid account with code PINE. Let's go. Actually, if you haven't tried Lucid, you could still get 50% off, 2 per customer. So 2 uses per customer. So if you used someone else's code, then twice, then you can't go and use my code. But if you haven't picked up any Lucid accounts, I believe that 50% is still going on. So use code PINE for that. Appreciate the support. And that is a paid promotion by Pine Tree Trader. You guys know, you guys see on Twitter, you have to paid promotions. One of the people on Twitter that hates other influencers basically was calling all the influencers out for not putting paid promotions, and it's kind of funny. All right, come on, Nasdaq. Top of the hour here. 2 Harami candles here. Can we fill the gap? At least push down to the VWAP. Test this and get me out of 2, and then I'm going to leave a runner and then maybe push back down to the lows. So this is the game plan. Oh, see how I got stopped out? Yep. See how I got stopped out. So these inside bars did not pay. This one did, and this one is paying. So very interesting. Yeah, whatever, CL. Ooh, come on. Come on. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Fill the coolers. stops at the high here. I'm adding into this aggressively. Let's see if we get that push. Breaking this Harami candle as well. Come on, come down and fill this gap. Pay me what I'm owed. Nasdaq already touched that VWAP. Come on. I just can't get the follow through here. Get me out of some of these. All right, I'm out of some here. Tightening the stop here. I added to this trade aggressively, right, on the push down. The initial play was off that first Harami play. First Harami candle went short, and then I added aggressively as we were pushing down, testing that VWAP. So that's what I did there. So I'm on 3 micros now, and it's bouncing off the VWAP. It's making me a little nervous because I looked over at Nasdaq, and Nasdaq was already testing that VWAP. So looking to catch a few runners if we can get it. But kind of bull flagging, to be honest with you. Well, all right, stopped out there. So holding the VWAP, looking bullish. Looking like it wants to try to break this VWAP. I mean, this bull flag here. So hopping along. A little discretionary here. Where's my stop? Be down here. I'm gonna go long off this inside bar here. I'm long. Nice bullish reaction off that. Breaking this bull flag, outside bar, long, looking for the high. Come on. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. Stop at 159. Kind of a wide stop, but we're on a 150K eval. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. There we go. Come on, let's test that high. 190.75. Let's push it up through. There we go. Woo, don't put in that double top. Just get through there. Don't you dare. Nasdaq. Nice bull flag pattern right here. So you got the old flag pole, you got the flag. Come on. That was a beautiful 10 points there, but I'm looking for more. I'm looking for it to break through that high now. After testing that VWAP. There we go. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Looking for it to take out this top here, this little shelf. It almost looks like equal highs at 196 area. It's the only reason why I'm still holding. We did breach that high. Stops at 159. I'm going to move my stop. Hopefully below this candle's low as we keep pushing. I can lock in that 10 points right there, but this is not looking like it wants to reverse anytime soon, but get up there. There we go. Whew, it's jumpy. Nasdaq jumpy. Let's get a nice strong bullish close. This candle. I'd like to see a nice strong bullish close above 190. That would look good. There we go. All right, moving to stop here. Break even. Taking it off. Not gonna be a dick for a tick there. So nice bull flag break outside bar. You could just feel that reaction off the VWAP there. You could just feel that pump. And then we put in that big outside bar. Started to break that. Hopping along. For a nice little squeeze there. So got a little bit back where we were down. Ended up hopping in a mini there. I felt really good about that. All right, let's look for another trade. What's gold doing? Wow, gold is just taking off. CL came down and took me out, and it was a good stop out. I had a stop right there and it just kept going. So nice little stop out there. CL inside bars. We went long off this first one. Nah, didn't work. This trade, nah. These trades worked good. This trade did not. This was looking like it might have been one of these, right? Same sort of pattern. And it felt really good when I first got hopped in, but man, it went completely sideways and then finally rolled over. Let's take a look at Nasdaq here. I'm gonna look at these 2-minute bars. So that one didn't work, and this one didn't work. So it's right back to 50% on the inside bars on the 2-minute chart. So I'm pretty much just throwing out that strat. Now outside bar, this is what paid last night, was these outside 2-minute bars for scalps for 1-to-1. So let's see what happens here. I'm not gonna trade it, I'm just gonna watch it. All right, back to the chat. Sorry guys, I was focused for a minute. Texoma trader, what firm are you using most nowadays? Which one do you prefer? So I have 15 Apex accounts, Texoma. This daily payout account right here, this pro account is it's one of my babies. So those are the main ones at the moment. I'm currently working on a My Funded Futures eval and a few Lucid evals. So, I mean, any of those really. Take Profit Trader is, I always try to have a Take Profit Trader Pro account going. That's like #1 for me, is getting daily payouts. So that's what I strive for. So that's #1 for me. After that, then I fill in the gaps. I start building up my Apex accounts. I start building up my Lucid accounts. All that kind of stuff. London Open is money. Yeah, I'm sleeping then. I'm snoring. Well, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I actually hop into. So this triggered a long here. So I'm just curious. I'm gonna mark out. This is forward testing stuff. Oops, wrong button. You know, I've had these hotkeys for about 2 years and I still hit the wrong button every time. So something like that. So 205.58 will be, or let's just say 206, 205, 206, something like that, will be a 1-to-1 off from this outside bar for a scalp. And then I'm gonna mark it down. Right now, the outside bars for the Globex session, we have marked 4 out of 5 as winners. Back to the chart. When Asia sells off hard, it's a really good tell. The more Asia can sell, it's better. Yeah. Keegan. Oh, yeah, I don't know, Keegan. Yeah. Oh, you do, Dynamite? Yeah. How's he doing, Dynamite? He's pretty chill. Boost is only 30% off. Did it change? Let me double check. It should be. Yeah, it should still be 40%. Whoa! There goes Nasdaq. I guess we can count that outside bar is working. Woo! Man. Now, can you imagine just holding that trade? Right? So when I first started trading, I'd be like, oh man, if I only just held or whatever. You're not gonna know what the market's gonna do. That's where the randomness comes in. So sometimes it's better off just to, just be happy with taking your base hit trade. You're never gonna catch the full move. Pay me what I'm owed, real revenge. Yeah, it was part of that song. That song gets me hyped. I like that song. paid me what I'm owed song. I don't know which one it is. One of it's this one. I'm not sure which one it was. All right, Nasdaq's ripping. We're getting some movement. I like it. Samsung's up 13%. Oh, wow. Coach Fred in the house. Thank you so much. MGC outside bar. Yeah. Inside bar, outside bar, both paying. Very choppy open, though. Might be just best to wait after 30 minutes sometimes for the, you know, the duck race is very entertaining. Not as entertaining as my moose races. Moto Timo trades. Not as entertaining as my moose races. But yeah, no, they're fun. Gold pump. All right, Zero. Good luck. Thanks for being here. I'm getting caught up in the chat. Sorry, guys. Jarf in the house. What's up? The old 1 hour IB worked again on ES. Nice. Was I on a full NQ? Yeah. Thank you, Ado, Kato, Matty Matt in the house. What's up, Matty Matt? Do you have indicators for TradingView? I do not. Sinister Scalper, Peter. Thank you, Fred, Trev. Hourly candle breaking out. Let's take a look at the hourly, actually. Let's get rid of this. We're actually breaking out of that little spot there. Guys, I'm telling you right now, these hourly 1 hour candles. What did I just say? These hourly 1 hour candles. These hourly inside bar candles for getting a directional bias. It's been working really well in the last few days. I mean, just look at this back and forth action on the hourly. Inside bar, right? These are hourly candles. Inside bar long, inside bar short, inside bar short, inside bar long. And you know, these are good moves. These are over 100 something points. Inside bar short. Can you trade it? Can you trade an hourly candle and have a stop up above? Can you do it? You can with one micro, probably. But absolutely been paying. It's kind of nuts. But we are finally breaking out here. All right, yeah. Big rejection here, right at 250 psych level. That ain't gonna hold. I don't know if it's gonna break right now, but that ain't gonna hold. I'll be very surprised if I wake up tomorrow morning and 250 is still the high. We like to focus on color commentary. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Nutty's good at commentary. I agree. Nutty's good at that commentary. I like Nutty. I like Alpine. I like them guys. I like Zero Day. I like Cove. I like Alpine and Methodical Man. You know, those are my peeps that I watch on the regular. I watch Terry's trades and Tom in the morning. That's the truth too. I like Tom Sabo. I've always liked Tom Sabo. I'm just never awake when he's streaming. Past 4 accounts on that jar. About time we had a breakout of the green bars. Nice. The plunge protection team pawn. I know. You just can't bring this market down. I mean, I was looking for 8 points off that first inside bar to take out the low. I'm still down. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Yeah, I'm still down $106, but not a big deal. How long did I take to be successful? Finding strategy, and how long have I been trading? I've been trading futures since 2021. It took me 3 years to get my very first payout. And as far as my strategy, I've really honed my strategy in the last year and a half, 2 years. Year and a half, I would say. But yeah, it took me 3 years to even get my very first payout. And to find real success, you know, it's an ongoing thing, right? It's an ongoing thing. I actually did my I started working on my this year's calculations, and right now I am at 87,000 in payouts this year. So I'm at 87,000 this year, which is nuts. And I've spent, you guys ready for this? I've spent 35,000. So, still going all right. Still going okay. Tom Sable, but I like to torture him a bit. Yeah, he's funny. I mean, I like Tom. 250, dang, I had my target too low. I know. I'm having the FOMO too. We are getting a little bit of pullback or consolidation on this. Can you claim that account fees is expensive? Yeah. I'm not an accountant or anything, and that's not financial advice, but yeah, I mean, I do. I write off all that stuff. Mr. Cole watching the Nikkei. Oh, yeah. Three years for their first payout. How in the hell, bro? I got payout within the first 2 months, but I guess everyone learns different. But though, congrats on your success. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Take note. Yeah, there's people going over 3 years that have never gotten payout, and most people just quit. So, but I've also seen people get a payout in their first 2 months and then never get a payout or are not profitable after. I've seen that too. It's just we're getting a little inside bar short. So, but yeah, it's one of those things. Well, to be fair, take note. I didn't trade prop firms back in 2021 and 22 like you do now, or 23 even, like you would now. Like there was not options like we have. Like we're really in the golden period from when I started. All I had was Top Step, and it was $450, and it took you 2 weeks just to even pass an eval. Like, period. It was like 14 days just to be able to a chance for a funded account. So that slows things down too, and then you only have one. But yeah, I mean, my brother got one in 2 months, 3 months maybe. And never with UProfit. You guys remember UProfit? I think they're still around. He got a payout. He was getting $600 payouts I don't know what the payout periods were, but it was like every week or every 2 weeks he was getting like $600 payouts. And then they changed the rules and retroactive rug pulled him, and he stopped trading after that. It was crazy. Like, he just got so fed up. Patriots released Stephon Diggs. Let's see. How do I feel about that? How old is it? How old is he? Yeah, I'm not upset. 32 years old. He played well this year. He played well. Thank you, Sherry. Johnny. Oh, thank you, Johnny. New York highs at 17, trying to support price. A little inside bar here after this big move. A little kind of tricky. Let's take a look at the 2-minute real quick. Another inside bar worked there, but like I said, this is kind of a 50-50 strat. Take a look at gold and silver. Gold pushing up higher, but putting in a harami here and pulling back. Take a look at CL. Nice inside bar plays tonight on CL, except the one I actually took for the long. That was ugly. But it doesn't mean I won't try it again, because kind of looking back through last night, they worked really well. But yeah, that's interesting. Next trade, Lou. Started on 1UP, paid $350 for evals. Yeah, 2 steps. Yeah, 2 steps tradesman back then. So I used to trade the 150Ks on Top Step, and it was 2 steps, and you had to make $9,000 twice. So $18,000. And I used to think, man, I did it, like, because I wasn't profitable at all. I'd be like, man, I made $18,000. Like, why can't I do it in the funded account? Like, once I get it to the funded account with Top Step, you know? And it wasn't a sim account either. They moved you into supposedly moved you into a live account, which, you know, and I was like, well, why can't I do it? You know, and it just took a long time. You feel air about it? Yeah. I mean, 32 years old as a receiver, wide receiver. You know, you're getting up there in age, I guess. Probably a good time to cut him. And it seems like he has some off-the-field troubles. We know that. Stephon Diggs. Went out of the blue, 30 points. Yeah. For sure, lost penny. Pullbacks are so deep. Yeah, very volatile. So now when the volatility starts to really pick up, what I often do is I'll size down. So when I'm trading my pro account, I'll trade minis. If you take a look at my statistics here, let's go to this year, right? So let's go to this year, and I will trade micros, right? So here's me trading micros. 1 gold trade there, MYM. But yeah, so I'm trading a lot of minis, right? So I'm trading Nasdaq NQ minis, but I will hop into micros too for the daily payout account. And you can see, you know, here's $94, 56, 35, 75. You know, and I'm just looking for scalps. You know, they're 2-minute trades sometimes. Sometimes I'm scaling in and scaling out with the micros, adding to the winners, scaling into a position, DCAing. So yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily I don't necessarily always trade a mini unless the market is safe to do so, you know. And you can see the equity curve, you know, it's pretty good. Straight up to made pretty much $12,000 without the commissions, right? So $12,000 and only a 62% win rate. So Largest winning trade, a $1,400 trade. Largest losing trade, 520, which is great. When your largest winning trade is bigger than your largest losing trade, that's awesome. And the average winning trade is larger than the average losing trade. So that's another good statistic. This is always, this one right here, this is something that always is the bane of my existence, is holding on to a loser, right? So the average losing trade, 7 minutes and 53 seconds. The average winning trade, 4 minutes, right? So I'm holding on to my losers much longer than the winners. Wow, this is pretty good. Average longest winning trade, 26 minutes, but the average, the longest losing trade, 28 minutes. So I had a max drawdown of $1,600 and a max run up of $11,413 on this account so far, and I've taken some payouts, and probably gonna take some more. But I really want to get to Pro Plus, guys. I really want to get to Pro Plus again. I've been there once. I want to get there again. I want to do it for the fact that I want to save 10% when I take my withdrawals. I mean, the extra 10% is a lot. Let's say it's like the other day. I went to take a withdrawal. It was $2,500 payout. They take $500. It's $500. That's 20%. I want to cut that in half. Like, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So that's why I want to try to get to Pro Plus. So I don't really exactly know the best way to go about it, except trying to build up the account a little bit more and then start taking consistent payouts. Because the reason why they don't put me in Pro Plus is because I'm not consistent enough with Take Profit Trader. Most of my expenses, when I read off that where I spent over $30,000, most of my expenses came from Take Profit Trader. I can tell you that right now, and I can tell you that that's where most of the expenses come from most of the influencers when they reset accounts. So like I always said, guys, you guys ask me, do I reset Take Profit Trader accounts? Yes, I do, sometimes. But it can really add up. I had one day I spent $5,000 resetting accounts. Take Profit Trader. So I say, you can buy 5 evals. Or I could have took $5,000 and thrown it in a Trade Evade account and had static drawdown, and could have took daily pay, my own daily payout instead of resetting those accounts. So not financial advice or anything like that, but I'm just telling you guys that can really eat into your costs. It's very boom and bust. I think the reason why it's in my head is because I reset an account one day, a 25K account for $450. And then I took it to 10K, and I've done that. I haven't taken it to 10K more than once, but I've definitely taken and reset an account and made 8K, 7K, things like that. So overall, I'm net profitable, but it can really, really add into your costs. So $5,000 I spent one day. There was another day I spent $3,678 resetting accounts. Besides that, it's all $100, $100, $180, nothing major, $130, 100, and when you're at, almost 90,000 in payouts already this year, that's not much of a big deal. But yeah, when you start resetting those Take Profit Trader accounts, boy, those hurt. So like I said, not financial advice, but just take it from me. Think twice before you do it, because just, you're better off just take a step back and start another eval, or at least have a few evals going, right? So if you have a few, let's just say you have 2 Take Profit Trader Pro accounts, start 3 or 4 evals and keep working on them, or maybe copy trade them to your Pro accounts and keep those going. And then that way, if you pass a few more, then you have them ready to go, right? So what What are my thoughts on the all new Apex? I do like it. I still have 15 accounts on the legacy accounts. I hear a lot. Here's the thing, Salty War Pig. Here's the thing that I see with Apex. I see people complaining about, and I find it a little ridiculous. Yeah, you can't get the big, huge, the $1 million payout with the new accounts until you get to a live account. But I hear a lot of people complaining about the 6 payouts. So it's 6 payouts per account. Most people can't get 1 payout. Like stop. Like probably less than 1% actually get 6 payouts on 1 account. The most I've ever gotten was on a Buellanox account, and it was 4 consecutive payouts. That's the most. I've had 3. Well, actually, I've had 3 and 4 on Lucid. I think I had 3, maybe close to 4 on Lucid. But yeah, I mean, usually it's 2, 3 payouts, and I'm good. I do like the end of day accounts. I think the 150Ks are kind of a sweet spot. If I had to choose when I pick up some more Apex accounts, I might go with the 150K end of day accounts. That might be where I go. But right now I have the 50K legacy accounts, and I got 15 of them, so that's what I'm working on. But yes, so far, like I think their changes are good. I think they're good for the longevity of the company. There's changes coming, and we know this. There's crackdowns. They're trying to be more compliant. They're trying to get rid of the gamblers and the schemers and scammers and all that kind of stuff. And so, like, that's my feeling on it. Besides that, you know, I like what they did. I mean, so many people complained about intraday trailing, so they got rid of it. Or you have the option, you can still have it. But I do like the 150Ks if I had to choose. And you can still make a shit ton of money if you're copy trading those accounts. So, I mean, you guys saw I took 18 accounts, and you take them to the max payout, and it's like, okay, like, let's go. I reset, but I have a rule. I only take money from the wallet. I like that, Ed Roach. Guys, smash that like button. We got over 200 and something people watching. I appreciate the support. Let's see if we can get up to 200 likes. It really helps push the YouTube algorithms, helps the channel. I appreciate everyone using code PINE as well to help support the channel. And really, I'm excited for the growth. I think the growth is growing. I'm trading in the morning now with My Funded Futures TV, and I'm noticing an uptick in my Twitter subscribers or followers and things like that. So I'm excited for where the channel is going to go. Sorry, I was doing a lot of rambling there. Okay, KB the Closer says thanks for being real. Yeah, I get on tangents, guys. I get on a verbal diarrhea. But the market's not really doing much. We just took a pretty decent trade there, so. That was you last night, bought like 30 evals, but you use code PINE, so it's okay. It's like you're gonna guarantee to pass. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Daryl. After blowing funded. Well, that's the thing, Daryl. That's the thing that I talked to my trading buddy, Miss Terry Trades 100. I talk to her all the time about I hate trading evals. Like, I hate trying to pass evals. Like, we've been doing this for, you know, a little while now. And so it's like I hate passing evals, so I trade them way too aggressively. I end up blowing them half the time. I would have been way better off just buying a straight to funded account. But the moral of the story is to just trade your funded accounts a little bit slower, try to keep them around as much as possible. And the success I've been finding this year is very simple. I keep at least one Take Profit Trader Pro account. This is not a lie. This is not me trying to sell. I keep one Take Profit Trader Pro account that gets daily payouts, and then I take and base hit my copy traded accounts. So Tradeify, I just took $4,500 off from Tradeify the other day. I just traded them with just slowly, you know. I just took a base hit. I tried to make $200-300 a day on them. That was it. This account, I took these 15 accounts, I took one trade on it. Took one trade on those accounts. This account, I probably took 6, 7 trades. I don't know. Maybe more, maybe 12, 15, but that's okay. This is my DGen account. Let's see. Today alone, I've taken 3. And then if I go to yesterday, which had been last night, I have taken 4. So yeah. Let's go to this week. I've taken 71 trades this week on this account. 71. I've taken 3 trades maybe on Apex this week. I've taken 71 on this account. But this is the account that I pushed a button on. If I feel like, ooh, the market's really moving, I'm going to push the button. That's what that account's for. All the other accounts, this is the beauty of the props. You know, I just kind of tuck those away, and I tuck them in like little babies, and I say, yeah, you guys just stay right here. You know, here's a steak. You know, you throw them a T-bone steak, and you just say, just gnaw on that for a while, and just stay right where you are. And I'll go degen on these accounts. You know, Daddy's gonna go grab a bottle of whiskey and have some fun on these accounts. All right, so on this account, you know, that's kind of how I've been treating it. So, and I'm finding success with it. Like, I'm really finding some success with it. Less is more, you know, less is more. Giving the props for giving you leverage. Yeah, absolutely. Taking advantage of that leverage. I mean, that's the thing, you know, you can just, the more accounts you're copy trading with the leverage, the less size you really need to trade, right? To make that money, you know, because if you have 20 times whatever size you're trading, in the summertime, my stop loss is usually 25, 30 points. Excuse me, because of the volatility, but at the beginning of the year, 50 point stop. Yeah. I think gold and silver is going to keep going up. Take Marvel. Boy, it is so hard to short gold and silver. It's so hard. Taking a look at the hourly chart on gold. We can take a look here. Yeah, it's looking pretty bullish, to be honest with you. I mean, after we broke this structure, hasn't been as volatile as it was, you know. That's with gold and silver, it hasn't been as volatile. Hopefully the props can get back to being able to trade at gold, silver minis. Maybe not silver, but a gold mini would be nice. Still a lot of leverage, but hopefully Apex, you can start trading with the metals with Apex soon. I think that's probably going to be in the works, but I don't really know for sure. As soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. Oh, let's see. Yeah, they have to trade for 5 days. Yeah, I mean, you can. So with My Funded Futures Rapid account, it's 3 days. You can get a payout in 3 days. So that's a pretty sweet account. So you can trade. Basically, it's 50% consistency on the eval. So day one, let's say a 50K account. Day one, you make 1,500 the next day. And then that passes the account with My Funded Futures Rapid, and then you can take a day one payout after that. So, which prop do I think is the easiest per rules? Well, the easiest per rules. It used to be, well, it used to be the core counts. I used to love those in my funded futures, but they got rid of them. The easiest. Hmm. I mean, the my funded futures rapid account, that's pretty simple. As far as rules go, I mean, take profit trader, you don't really have to worry about too many rules as far as like the way you actually trade. Except that you got to make sure you're closed after or before the market ends at 5 p.m. You got to make sure you have no orders on or you breach your account, and no hedging anything. Guys, don't hedge. Just not financial advice, right? But don't hedge anything. Don't hedge your evals or anything anymore. Like, I know everyone used to just hedge, take not take Apex and stuff or Bulanox and just hedge the evals. Just don't do that, because they don't want you doing that anymore. People used to just buy, I'll just be honest with you, this is what some people used to do. They used to buy 40 Apex accounts when they were 90% off, and they would just hedge them all. They would hedge them and then hoping that half of them won and then half of them would lose, and then they would have 20 accounts. That's what people used to do. Can't do that anymore. Hey, Malik, what's up? Thank you, Daryl. My bullish or bearish? So we just got out of a sweet long off this outside bar. We made a nice trade there. I did get chopped up looking for shorts down in here. And so right now, after a big, huge move, it's really, really, really tough to hop in, because as you see, like during New York Open, this is what it likes to do. This is what NQ tends to do. You hit the big move, right? And then it just goes sideways. Just like it did today. Just goes chop fast sideways. So during Globex, we've had this nice move up, and then it's just gone sideways. So that's, I at this moment, I have no bias. I'm thinking, I don't know what this bullish move was, but it's looking awfully bullish. Looking at the higher time frame, the hourly chart, we broke this bull flag to the upside, and it looks like we're pushing up to possibly, if I had to guess, we could push up into this, fill this gap up here. This is the wrong button again. Right up in here. So we have that fair value gap up in here, or inefficiency, or sussy, or I don't even know what you guys call them, sissies, ICT stuff. It's right up in here, but we are, looks like we're trying to test that area, that gap. So if I had to ask the magic 8 ball, I'm thinking kind of bullish. Compounding, the laws of compounding. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, Boss Penny. That's the thing that I like to do, or I've realized with the prop firms, is that especially when you're copy trading all these accounts, is it's just compounding over and over and over again. And next thing you know, you're above the buffers and you're trying to get those nice payouts, They really can grow. How do they calculate consistency? So let's just say 50% on the day. So let's just say your profit target is $3,000. Half of that would be $1,500, right? So you just got to go. So it's whatever the end of day total is. So if you make $1,500, then you're right in that 50%. And then, whatever, if you have to make $2,000 for a payout, what is a 30% consistency? You have your single day can't be larger than 30%. So at the end of the trading day, your total can't be larger than 30%, or you'll have to make more money. It's not a big deal if you're over. You just have to make more money. But trust me, if you make more, if you get over too much, then you're gonna have to make a lot more money. Yeah, exactly, Lost Penny. Yeah, that's That's really what most people, they fall in that average. So there's two different ways of looking at like risk versus reward. You know, you can have a 50 to 60% strategy. You can have a 90% strategy that has a negative risk to reward, you know. I know some profitable traders that have over 90% strategy, but they're a negative R&R trader. You know, if they win, let's just say they win 100, so, you know, great. They do that 90+% of the time, right? Sometimes over 90%. But when they lose, they might lose 250 or 300. They're still profitable traders. I know some traders that are, you know, like you said, around 51, 60% that are 1-to-1 or 2R traders. Still profitable. It's just two different ways, you know. They could be a 2R trader but only win. You could be a 3R trader and win 30% of the time or something like that, you know. For me, I like a little bit higher win rate. That's it. Me psychologically, I like the higher win rate. In short, this ain't the Wild Wild West anymore, folks. Let's go, tradesmen. Good luck to you. How many currently accounts do I have right now? Funded, I have 16. Yeah, not many funded right now. Well, I say not many, but 16. And I got about 4 evals I'm working on, 5 evals. So 20, probably over 20 accounts total. So it's gone down a little bit. 44 to the Punisher in the house. What's up, 44? 80-20 gang says rejecting. Yeah, it's true. We are chopping sideways here. Swept yesterday's high. What the hell? 3 times? Yeah, for sure. In trading, I try not to pee myself every week. I want to pay myself. Yeah, that's the thing, is taking money, right? Taking that money. I think the best thing is not the over trading. You know, the over trading is what gets me. Every time I overtrade discretionary, that's when I blow up accounts. Over trading to me is over 10 trades, 15 trades, 20 trades. Stuff like that. If I start clicking the button thinking like, well, you know, when I start clicking the button when I don't have an inside bar or a proper setup or an outside bar, that's when I know I'm in trouble. When I start doing a lot of I think plays. 16 isn't even legal, yeah. Why not just one or trade your own money after withdrawals, Jonah? Because of the leverage you can get, right? You know, I risked, this is the reason, okay? I invested in Apex $1,850, right? So I had $1,850 invested in Apex. I took $42,000 out of it in less than 2 weeks, and trading small. Like not trading 10 minis or 15 minis, like just trading small. Like that's the reason why I like doing that. And when I trade a personal account, for me, like, so let's just say I have $150 in this account. Now teach his own. Like if you guys want to trade personal, it's perfectly fine. I got nothing against it. But like I have $150 invested in this account. So if I lose this money, let's just say I get another pro account and I get it built up. If I lose that account before I get over the buffer, what did I lose, right? If I lost $4,500 that day on that account, I lost $150. I didn't lose $4,500. I lost $150. If I lost all those Apex accounts, I lost $1,850. Not not 100% max risk like I do on a personal. I'll be fully honest with you. I am not consistent enough to put my own money at risk on a personal account right now. Now, when it comes to like resetting a take profit trader account and spending $5,000 a day on a resetting an account like I did this year in one day, yeah, I would probably have been better off just putting that in a personal account and then trading $5,000 because I don't know if I got to a payout or not on that TPTs, or it sounds to me like I was tilty that day and I reset a few 150Ks and I probably didn't even get them to pay out. So I'd probably been better off just throwing that into a TradeAvate account. But when you can use the leverage of the props and be able to copy trade them all together, you can really have a great return on investment. And that's the bottom line. It's the return on investment. So whether you're trading a personal account or a prop account, is like how much you're going to get out of return on that initial investment that you take. Whether you put in $2,000 into a TradeAvate account, personal account, or you're investing $1,500 or $1,800 with 20 Apex accounts, funded Apex accounts, So that's the reason for me, but like that's my reasons. But it's 100% risk on a personal account. And people say there's no rules. Well, tell that to the CME, because there is rules, and I know that firsthand. There's rules. Apparently, according to the CME lawyers, there's rules. The big lawyers. Yeah, and all risk. Yeah. What do I think? My thoughts on unemployment tomorrow? I have no clue. What time is that? Let's take a look here. We got Forex Factory. Pull that up. I feel like I've done a lot of talking tonight. I don't know why. Talked all day. Pull the old Forex Factory. Let's check out the news for tomorrow and the rest of the week. So we have unemployment at tomorrow morning, like someone in the chat just said. So unemployment. If you guys know anything about my style of trading, is I don't care about the news much. I just react of what happens during the news. So I trade. I'm a bar-to-bar trader, and so I just look for what happens on the reaction. But on Friday, non-farm unemployment, retail unemployment, core retail sales. So Friday, there's a lot of news too. We also have IV PMI. Oh, that's Canadian. We don't care about the Canadians. I'm just kidding. But yeah, unemployment news tomorrow. So watch for that tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern time. Guys, please be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. If you guys want to check me out on My Funded Futures, I'll be on there tomorrow morning. And that'll be a lot of fun. Please smash that like button too if you guys haven't already. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Appreciate you guys. We've taken a few trades. I'm down $100. Market was a little lame. I'm not gonna lie about that. The trade of the night right now was this bull flag outside bar break. That was the trade of the night. We ended up hopping in right at pretty much 25,180 and took that puppy up till the new high, and that's what we did there. So thank you so much for being here. I see a lot of new faces in here. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and smash that like button if you haven't already. And I'm also here every single Globex open for a couple hours, and I stream on My Funded Futures TV every single day, only for 30 minutes. So from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So it's a quick, short, and sweet segment. I try to get a lot of information in at that time, and it's a lot of fun. So I appreciate everyone.
Planetary trader, charts lit,
Wait,
wrist
long
tight,
oil.
inside bars only.
Well, no, I'm not gonna
Let's
long
work.
oil now.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing the counts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators cluttering my sight, just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah, that's the plan. Side bar break, executed. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund a dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. Pine tree trader, yeah, we build on rules. Price action only, that's the tool. From sin to payout, yeah, we stay clean. Inside the pines, that's the thing.